Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So big news just hit the tech world in the stock market. So Nvidia, one of the biggest names in the computer chips, just announced that it's going to spend up to $100 billion to build powerful new data centers for artificial intelligence. So this is a massive news. Nvidia stock jumped more than 4% right after the news, and it pulled up the entire semiconductor industry. The Nasdaq, which is heavy in tech stock, also went up. So today let's talk about the top 10 stocks that experts are saying that are worth watching right now. Before I list the companies, let me explain something about computer chips, also called semiconductors. So they are like a brains of every electronic device. Your phone, your Apple iPhone, your laptop, your car, and now the new AI system. When experts rank these companies, they look at the things like, is the company growing? Are they making money? Do people want their products? So let's start with the list. And the first stock in the list is Micron Technology. And the ticker symbol is MU. So Micron, they make memory chips, things like DRAM and NAND flash. So think of these as a short-term and long-term storage that every computer in the world needs. For AI, memory is just as important as raw computing power. And training big AI models like ChatGPT requires huge amount of HBM because the system needs to be access billions of parameters instantly. And currently Micron is one of the only handful companies in the world that can produce the memories at scale. And with the AI demand booming, Micron chips are suddenly in a hot demand again after years of ups and downs. But there's a little risk too. Memory is a cyclic business. Prices swing a lot depending on supply and demand. But right now the cycle is turning up and Micron is riding that wave. So Micron is a good buy right now. Second stock in the list is Taiwan Semiconductor. Ticker symbol is TSMC. So TSMC is the world's largest chip manufacturer. They don't design their own chips, they manufacture chips for giants like Nvidia, Apple, AMD. So why this is important for TSMC? Because the most advanced AI chips like Nvidia H100 requires cutting edge manufacturing technology at 3 nanometers and 5 nanometer process nodes. And TSMC is the only company alongside Samsung that can produce that level of sophistication. And that's why I think that TSMC is the backbone of the global tech industry. Without them, Nvidia couldn't deliver its GPU and Apple couldn't make this iPhone. But the risk I think with TSMC is that geopolitical tension. Since TSMC is based in Taiwan, any instability in the region could disrupt the entire semiconductor supply chain. That's why government, especially the US, are investing billions to bring more manufacturing in United States. And the third stock in the list is analog devices. Ticker symbol is ADI. So analog device is a bit different. They focus on analog and mixed signal chips. And these are the chips that connect the physical worlds, things like sound, light, temperature, and motion to digital systems. So why this is important? We need to think of as a sensors in electric cars, medical devices, factories, and 5G networks. Those signals can't be used by computers unless analog chip converts them into a digital form. And that's the specialty of ADI. They are not directly competing in an AI GPU race, but their chips are everywhere, and they are quietly powering the infrastructure that we rely on daily. And ADI is also known for strong margin and stable demand because of their products are essential across multiple industries. And the fourth stock in the list is AMD. So as we all know, AMD is Nvidia's first rival in a high performance chip. They make CPUs, the main processors in PC and servers, and GPUs, graphic processors for gaming and AI. And in the last decade alone, AMD has made a huge comeback, taking market share from Intel in CPUs with their Ryzen and EPYC lines. More recently, they have entered in the AI space with their MI300 accelerator chips, directly challenging Nvidia in data centers. And AMD doesn't have Nvidia's dominance yet, but they are gaining traction, and this is because of competitive pricing and strong technology. And for investors, AMD is seen as a company with high growth potential if AI adoption keeps scaling, and according to me, which will be. And the challenge is that Nvidia still holds a massive lead in software and ecosystem support, which makes it harder for AMD to break into AI at the same price. And the fifth stock in the list is First Solar, and the ticker symbol is FSLR. So First Solar, it might surprise you that it's on a list because they are not a traditional chip maker. They make solar panels, but solar panels, they also rely on semiconductor materials to convert sunlight into electricity. The reason they are included is because of the clean energy boom. Governments worldwide are pushing for more renewable energy, and First Solar is one of the leading US manufacturers in the space. And as the world looks for greener energy sources, solar providers like First Solar has become the part of broader semiconductor story. And the sixth stock in the list is Rambus, RMBS. So Rambus is a small specialized company. They don't mass produce chips like Micron or Taiwan Semiconductor. Instead, they design memory, interface, and security technology that other companies use. For example, their work on high bandwidth memory interface help GPUs and CPUs transfer data faster. And that's critical when training AI where every millisecond counts. They also develop security technology that protects data as it moves around inside chips. And you can think of them as the people designing the blueprints and speeding up the traffic flow inside the modern computer system. And now the seventh stock in the list is Credo Technology. Ticker symbol is CRDO. So Credo is another smaller company, but their focus is on connectivity. When you have thousands of chips inside a data center, you need an ultra-fast, low-power connection between them. And Credo builds the optical and electrical interconnect solution that makes this possible. So without companies like Credo, scaling AI data center would be a lot harder because bottlenecks in the communication between chips would slow everything down, and also higher risk since Credo is still relatively young and smaller company. And the eighth is Nvidia. So as we all know, Nvidia is this superstar in this list. They dominate the AI hardware market with their GPUs, which power nearly major AI model today. Their chip H100 is in such a high demand that companies like Microsoft, Meta, and Google are racing to secure the supply. Nvidia isn't just selling chips, they also provide the CUDA software ecosystem, which makes it easier for developers to train AI on their hardware. And now, with this 100 billion invested into AI data center, Nvidia is proving it doesn't just want to sell chips, it wants to own the entire AI infrastructure stack. The only drawback I can see is that valuation. Nvidia stock has already soared, so investors worry about whether it can keep growing at the same pace. But no one doubts they are a leader in AI hardware. And the bottom line is that semiconductors are the foundation of modern technology. And as AI cloud computing and clean energy keeps expanding, these companies are at the heart of all of it. And this isn't a financial advice, but if you are interested in investing in tech, these are definitely names to watch. And thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.